Good morning to my dear students. Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss topics bases and salts. So let's start with topic base. A base is a substance which is bitter in taste and soapy in touch. A base has chemical properties opposite as compared to an acid. So whatever properties an acid is having chemically, bases have exactly the opposite properties of acid. Bases which are soluble in water are called alkalis. Not all the bases are soluble in water, and those bases which are soluble in water are known as alkalis. For example, the example of bases are NaOH, which is also known as caustic soda. General name is caustic soda and scientific name is sodium hydroxide. Another thing is potassium hydroxide, which is also known as caustic potash. Third is calcium hydroxide, which is also known as slate lime. Now there are two types of bases. One is strong, one is weak. Strong bases are those bases which are corrosive in nature and can burn your skin. For example, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Whereas weak bases are not non-corrosive and can't burn your skin. For example, magnesium hydroxide. Coming to the properties of bases, there are four properties of bases. One is they are bitter in taste. They turn red litmus paper into blue. They are soapy in touch and they react with acid to form salt plus water. Moving forward to our next topic, that is chemical property of bases. Here we are going to learn only one chemical property, that is reaction with acids. Bases generally react with acids to form salt plus water. Here sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid to form salt, that is NaCl, and water with it. Moving to uses of bases. First is calcium hydroxide, which is also known as slate lime. It is used in whitewashing of buildings, to manufacture bleaching powder, and for neutralizing acidity of soil. Next is sodium hydroxide. It is used to manufacture soap, to manufacture paper, rayon, textiles, etc. Third is ammonium hydroxide. It is used to manufacture fertilizers and used as ink remover. Fourth one is magnesium hydroxide. You all know that our stomach releases hydrochloric acid for the digestion of food. But when this acid is released in large amount, it causes acidity. So to get relief from this acidity, we use an acid as magnesium hydroxide, which neutralizes the excess acid and forms salt and water there. And the last one is about the baking soda. Whenever an ant stings, it releases formic acid in the skin, and that formic acid causes irritation in the skin. So to get relief from that irritation, we used to apply baking soda, that is NaHCO3, which neutralizes the formic acid present in the skin and gives relief from that. Our next topic is acid-base indicators. Acid-base indicators are those substances which are used to test whether the given substance is acidic or basic in nature. Litmus, which is a natural indicator, is purple in color. If the color changes into red, the solution is acidic, and if the color changes into blue, the solution is basic. In laboratory, litmus paper is available in two colors, blue and red. If the blue litmus paper changes into red, the substance is acidic, and if the red litmus paper changes into blue, the substance is basic. In home also, turmeric powder and China rose petal powder can be used as natural indicators. Moving to the next topic, salts. As already discussed, when acid reacts with base, it forms salt plus water. There are three methods to prepare salt. One, you are aware about it, that is neutralization reaction, this one. Second, when any metal reacts with acid, it forms salt and evolution of hydrogen gas takes place. The third one, when any base reacts with vegetable oil, they form soap, which is sodium salt of some acids. Sodium salts of some acid along with glycerine. The next topic is naming of salts. Students, you know that salts are generally prepared from the reaction of acids and base. Acids generally contribute to the non-metallic part and the base contribute to the metallic part. For example, HCl, hydrochloric acid, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, forms NaCl, salt plus water. Here NaCl has formed from two things. One is the metal and another is the non-metal. The metallic part you can see is contributed by the base and the non-metallic part is contributed by the acid. So we can easily name any salt by seeing the contribution of acid and base. Next is the properties. First, most of the salts are solid. Second, they are soluble in water, and third, when after dissolving them in water, they becomes a good conductor of electricity. Last come the uses of salts. First, NaCl, that is sodium chloride. It is used in food, pickles, etc. NaHCO3, baking soda. It is used in bread and cakes. KNO3, it is used in gunpowder. Potash alum, also known as fitkery, it is used in purification of water. CuSO4 copper sulfate, it is used in sanitation, laundry, and silver nitrate AgNO3, it is used in photography. Students, to take revision of all the topics very well, take care of yourself and your family. We'll meet soon. Take care. Bye-bye.